Margot Elise Robbie was born on the 2nd of July 1990 in Dalby, Australia. Though we now know her as an actress, she started her career as a model. Read how she went from sharing an apartment with 7 people to becoming one of Hollywood's big stars. ICU was Margot Robbie's first film role. It was shot in 2007 and brought out in 2009. She was 18 years old by then. Image, still from ICU. Margot Robbie's first well-known performance was in the long-standing Australian soap series Neighbours. She appeared in episode 5466 of a series that had been running since 1985. Image, still from Neighbours. On January 26, 2011, Margot Robbie's character Donna Friedman decided to move to New York to become a fashion designer. This was the last Neighbours chapter in which Robbie appeared. Strikingly, Margot did the same thing in real life. She moved to New York. Not as a fashion designer, but as an actress. In the series, Pan Am, she played Laura Cameron. The show was cancelled after only 1 season, but Robbie made a friend for life, Christina Ricci. They shared a flat while shooting. Not everyone may know this, but before making it in Hollywood, Margot Robbie had a number of odd jobs. She attended to customers in a Subway restaurant and worked as a secretary. Image, movie still from Terminal. What's more, Margot has the reputation of being really economical. Despite her astronomical earnings in Hollywood, she continued to share a house with 7 people until only a few years ago. The 2010s saw Margot Robbie's jump to stardom. Under the direction of Martin Scorsese, she became Naomi Belfort. As the wife of Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, she worked together with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill. It was a highlight in cinemas that year and got 5 Oscar nominations. In 2014, Sweet Frances premiered, with Robbie's remarkable look of dark brown, curly hair. Image, movie still from Sweet Frances. Around the same time, together with her partner Tom Ackerley, Sophia Kerr, and Josie McNamara, Margot Robbie founded the production company Lucky Chap Entertainment. Image, movie still from Sweet Frances. Margot Robbie has had a relationship with the British director Tom Ackerley since 2014. In December of 2016, they got married in Byron Bay, New South Wales, Australia. Margot Robbie loves extreme sports. In her free time, the Australian star loves to surf, ski, and ride into the mountains on a motorbike. She also hunts feral hogs, and as a child, she was trained in the art of trapeze. Margot doesn't just practice sports herself, she also likes to watch them. Right after her arrival in the Big Apple, she became a fan of the New York Rangers, the city's hockey team. Whenever her schedule permits it, she goes to see their games. One of Margot's quirks is that she always wears sports shoes. She hates heels, and she only wears those on the red carpet. Some people even qualify her as a tomboy. While the contrary may appear so, Margot Robbie doesn't care for fashion trends. She has to get advice from stylists and designers whenever there's a big event coming up. In 2015, Margot Robbie played Jess in Focus, a romantic comedy with Will Smith. Image, movie still from Focus. In spite of the superstar appearances by Margot Robbie, Chris Pine, and Chiwetel Ejiofor, Zee of Zachariah did not have much success at the box office. It made only $121,000. Image, movie still from Zee of Zachariah. All the contrary was the reception of the DC's Squad movie in which Robbie participated in 2016. While critics hated it, the film grossed $746 million worldwide. The masses loved Margot Robbie's character Harley Quinn. Robbie was able to use her acrobatic skills for the role. The impact of Harley Quinn was so big that DC gave the character her own franchise. Among the anecdotes of the shoot were the tattoos she drew on nearly a dozen cast members. She tattooed the word "squad" on Cara Delevingne and David Ayer, for example. While making this movie, Margot Robbie and Cara Delevingne became good friends. Robbie has always supported the English model/actress, even in recent times when Delevingne was struggling with addiction and mental health issues. For the shoot of The Legend of Tarzan, the producer asked Margot to lose weight. The actress not only refused to do so, but she made it a point to visit all the pubs and restaurants in London without ever minding the calories in her meals and drinks. Image, movie still from The Legend of Tarzan. Margot Robbie clearly wants a career that is diverse and long-lasting. Not just starring in action movies, but in anything from thrillers, comedies, and dramas like Goodbye Christopher Robin. When will be her first musical? Image, movie still from Goodbye Christopher Robin. Her interpretation of figure skater Tonya Harding got Margot her first Oscar nomination for Best Actress. Supporting actress Allison Janney was also nominated, and in fact, won an Oscar for this film. Image, movie still from Tonya. Terminal was the first movie produced entirely by Lucky Champ Entertainment in which Robbie was also the main protagonist. She shared the screen with Simon Pegg and Mike Myers. Image, movie still from Terminal. After 6 years in Hollywood, Margot Robbie's films, with her as a leading or supporting actor, have grossed more than $7 billion. This is a record in the movie business. Image, movie still from Mary, Queen of Scots. As a star, Margot has many more expenses than she imagined on her arrival in New York. After all, who expects to need a security team because of stalkers and death threats? Margot told The Hollywood Reporter that each time her bodyguards investigate a threat, it costs $2,000. You can't just do indie films for the rest of your life. Under the direction of Quentin Tarantino, the world-class actress from Australia played the part of Sharon Tate in the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, working with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Sharon Tate was murdered brutally, together with 4 other people, in Hollywood in 1969. The killers were part of Charles Manson's infamous sect. The actress Tate was 8.5 months pregnant at that moment. The baby's father was her husband Roman Polanski. Image, movie still from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In the film Bombshell, she played a young TV journalist who got tangled up in the abuse of a senior colleague. The film was based on real events at Fox News. Her role in Bombshell got Margot Robbie nominations for the Golden Globe, BAFTA, and Oscar. From sharing a flat with 7 people, Margot Robbie went to sharing the credits with Nicole Kidman and Charlize Theron. With The Birds of Prey, and The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, in 2020, DC made an all-female action movie. Robbie and her company Lucky Chap were among its producers. Image, movie still from Birds of Prey. The movie did not perform as well as other DC productions. For all-female action movies, it's always a bit harder than for the ones with men in them. But most of all, Birds of Prey's timing was terribly unfortunate. It came out right before the lockdowns of the coronavirus pandemic. Still, there's much else going on for Margot Robbie. She appeared in the acclaimed film Babylon with Brad Pitt as Barbie in the movie of the same name alongside Ryan Gosling, and in the Wes Anderson film Asteroid City.